Hi, it's Grave Girls. I'm Danielle, and it's our show. We're gonna do our show. So, yesterday we talked about Girl Joint and a bunch of the musical composition ideas behind it. Today I wanted to talk about and tackle Timothy Leary Says Drugs, the other song that we released on April 1st. No fooling. It's on the internet. So go watch the visualizer we just dropped. We should be having a music video at like the end of the month. So with Timothy Leary Says Drugs, it's a rather long song. I think it might be the longest, probably is the longest on the album. I think it's like 8 minutes and 6 seconds or something. I love it though. It has like an extended intro. That's kind of weird, and then it jumps into this like kind of spaghetti western. It's my idea of a music joke, I guess. I don't know. It jumps into this like spaghetti western house tech, like I don't know. It's kind of its own thing. You should listen to it. But basically, I layer a bunch of like kind of western sounding blues guitar with some vocals and like 2 vocal takes that I did, and I panned them to either side, and it was just a bunch of random junk on purpose to make like sort of it sound like kind of rowdy throughout the whole song. I guess you could say. And it comes in with vocals, just a few lines, and then goes to a guitar solo. And the guitar solo is an extended like jam, and it's one take, so it's just me kind of going for it on the guitar, and there's some like fun tape delay stuff. It lasts forever, basically. No, just kidding. So, on the drums, which I started this song with the drums as well, actually, sequencing drums. One thing I did with this is I let it play through a sequence of like, 16 beats or whatever, and, then just played with it as it progressed down the track and was messing with a bunch of different stuff, and you can actually hear that kind of come together and congeal in the music in weird, sort of interesting ways. I think. I love the soundscapes of this song that the delay does that I use, and I added like some external delay like after the fact, like in the program as I was after recording it, to make it even more like crazy and weird at the end. And then of course you have the whole point of the song, which is Timothy Leary Says Drugs. So that happens a lot. At one section it's just like it happens like a bunch of times in a row, just like you're pressing a button. But I wanted the song overall to sound like a kind of a sloppy experiment in a way that comes together in a really fun, like well thought out performance, if that makes sense. So it's a good performance of stuff that we all love, which is just like, I guess like just kind of off the cuff making music. That song was not well thought out but as it progressed, it became more and more, it became more and more visible to what it was going to be like. And it's just such a fun, satisfying little riff. Oh, I forgot to mention the bass. The bass was played on my my Pierce Salem guitar that I don't have here today, but I'll show it to you. Maybe we can get like a picture, like, hey, something like that. But I played the bass on that and then just did octave down twice again for this song. It's kind of the way I recorded it and mixed a lot of those has kind of its own sound, and it's a lot of it is it's my own playing and my own like strategy for playing musically. So the way that it comes across ends up being pretty clean overall. You know, they make the joke of the guitar player doing the bass parts in the studio and that sort of thing, but it is real that like if you want authentically played instrumentation, sometimes less is more in terms of how many ideas are being floated and thrown out there. And as a producer who's worked with bands for like around 20 years, you know, making music with all sorts of people, and in all sorts of genres, many of them heavy music genres, everything from grindcore to extreme metal and stoner metal and stuff like that. So that's one of the things that I do. And Timothy Leary Says Drugs is just kind of a fun, lighthearted jab at drug culture in a lot of ways. The fact that it's like 8 minutes long, it has an extended jam, all these other things about it kind of make it its own unique little thing. So yeah, if you have any questions about the song, just let me know, but go watch the visualizer or listen to the song online. It's Timothy Leary Says Drugs by Grave Girls. It's Danielle, time to do other stuff, so I guess we'll see ya. Bye, it's Grave Girls.